Hello, is this thing on? I think I'm here now. What's up, everybody? Good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you are, or good night, depending on where you are, or whatever. I'm Drex. I'm going to be running Puggsy for you. If you are not familiar with this game, well, you're in for a treat. And if you are familiar with this game, then you already know that you're in for a treat. So, yeah. This game features something that they called total object interaction, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Every single object in the game can be interacted with, and it interacts with the environment and other objects in unique ways. And in the speedrun, we basically use those objects to kind of break the game and go fast. I think a lot of what we do in the speedrun, the developers didn't expect people to be able to do. We'll get some power-ups along the way, and yeah. That's it. I'm going to do my best to self-commentate this. It's kind of a run that has a lot going on, so I will do my absolute best to explain to you what's going on, but sometimes there's just not a real chance to do it. So the one thing I do ask of everybody is that you put in chat what you think Puggsy is as we're going along, because I always like to see those and save those for later. But we'll just go ahead and get right into this. I'm going to go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, my timer didn't start, but that's fine. If this is a world record, I won't know until afterwards. Anyways, this is Puggsy. As you can see, we're on the beach here. The game is pretty simple. Every level, you have to go from the entrance to the exit. Some levels have multiple exits that you can use, and my pickup button didn't work there, so we're going to lose a little bit of time. He has a gun now. It's fine. So you see there, we kind of can hook onto things and bounce. That's one way that we kind of abuse the physics engine in this run. And we'll do that again here. We're just going to bounce up here. It's fine. So this is one of the switches that we'll see in the game. You have to hit switches with objects. Some switches can only be interacted with certain objects. See that a little bit later on in the run. But these beginning levels are pretty straightforward. Just run one direction. You also have a handy Puggsy GPS at the top of the screen, which shows you where the exit is on the map. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, he's definitely not a dog. If you were expecting a dog, I'm sorry. We're coming up to our first boss here, which is pretty straightforward. You're on a boat. You got to throw fish at a pirate that shoots at you. Basically, the fish travels in whatever direction the boat is tilted when you interact with it. So you just wait till it's tilted towards the bird there and throw it, and then you win. And we're going to skip all the cutscenes, but they're really good, I promise you. But the story here is that Puggsy's wooden spaceship got stolen, and he's got to go find it. And, yeah. So here's the first really big skip of the game right there. So you're supposed to do a whole puzzle in this level to get out there. But if we just use that object there and bounce up onto that tree, we don't have to do any of it. Usually you have to go find a little water gun. It takes 2 trips to squirt out the fire, and then you run past. But yeah, that's slow. Now we're going to do another big one here, where we are going to take 2 objects across the map that we have to get there. And rather than taking 2 trips, we are just going to take this key and we are going to throw it. And if we throw it correctly, we'll hit a switch on the other side of the map that'll open a door for us. So we're going to toss it here, and that should be good. Dink. Yep, got it. So if you see up at the top, you hear the dink. You see the score shake. That means I hit it. So I hit that lock there from across the level. Then I bring this axe, and I have to do that to drop that, which opens the trap door down there. Sentient garbage bag, zucchini or some type of vegetable. Hospital glove filled with old blood. I like it. Here we're going to get our first power-up. Sunglasses that make us look really cool. In the speedrun, they actually do nothing. I'll tell you about that more later. But my brain is still waking up this morning, so I'm gonna minimize my processing power on my brain right now. We have to take this this weight to get past this fan here. The fan is blowing really hard, and Puggsy apparently weighs like 17 ounces. So he has to carry that 10-pound weight to get past that fan. Otherwise, you just can't get past there. Alright, we are going to get our other power-up now. Bounce up here, and that's a balloon, by the way, that we blew up. It was not a spoon. A lot of people think it's a spoon. So we ride the balloon up here, and we get our other power-up, which is some really cool sneakers. So the cool thing about the sneakers is they make you jump twice as fast, or twice as high, and run twice as fast. So they're really, really important to the run. The weird thing is, though, that the sneakers are the first thing you lose if you get hit. So typically, if you don't have sneakers, you lose your sunglasses, and then if you get hit again, you die. So this is a game where you literally cannot take any damage in the speedrun. It is a damageless run all the way, and we lost sneakers, so we're going to have to get back up. This is fun. I don't actually ever lose sneakers there, so I'm not really quite sure how I'm going to handle this, but I played this game a million times, so I'll figure it out. This is going to add a significant amount of time to the run, though. Oh, and that missed. Everything is going just perfectly right now. Marathon strats, about that. This is supposed to work, and it's not working. I'm not really sure why, but there we go. That should be it. Nope, it got stuck. Okay, this has literally never happened. This has literally never happened a single time. I have ran this game more times than... Oh my goodness, what is going on here? So usually you just drop one ball in there, and it bounces up there and it hits that switch over there. See where that ball is just stuck on the edge? That's not supposed to happen. And so I thought another ball would bump it out of the way, which it should have, but it didn't, and it took like 5 balls, so perfect. Alright, so this boss is a giant raccoon, right? That's what you think, but looks can be deceiving. So we let the first ball go by on the screen there so that we can get into the proper cycle here to kill the boss on the left-hand side of the screen. All that we do here is we stand on these switches, and it drops the ball down on it. Also, in boss fights, you have a health bar, and you don't lose items in the boss fight, so that's really cool. But yeah, so all the bosses in this game, they basically like stand there and do stuff while you just murder them. Also, everybody who thought they knew what that boss was, they were wrong. It's actually 3 raccoons on a unicycle in a giant raccoon costume. We're gonna have to go back and get sneakers. Here, I guess we can get them, right? Let me just do the level again. I've actually never had to get these backup sneakers in a marathon run before, ever. And I've probably ran this in 20 or 30 marathons. So this is really weird. So we may wind up overestimate here because it's literally never happened before. That just means you get more Puggsy though, so... There's another route that some people run in this game, and by some people I mean Author Blues was the only one who ever used the other route. After all the science that we did, it's about 3 seconds faster, but it has backup sneakers a little bit easier. But it kind of goes out of the way, and I don't really like it, so I don't do it. Anyways, we got our sneakers back. The nice thing about this game is that you can restart any level at any time. So it's not like, you know, like Super Mario World where you have to beat the level before you can restart it. You can actually just exit a level at any time and keep anything that you had with you, so you're good. That's water, by the way. I mean, I say water with quotations. You can't see me doing that, but yeah. It's like kind of like moving through maple syrup. Here we're going to do another big skip, so we're going to take this rubber ducky and we're just going to launch it into the water, and then we're hopefully going to bounce off the water here onto the duck. Oh gosh, there we go. And then up here. So the game wants you to like use a bunch of objects and make a bridge there, but that's really slow, so we don't do that. Here we encounter a enemy that is invulnerable, so we actually have to kill it in a unique way. So we open this trap door on it, and it kills it, and we get the key to exit the level. I'm gonna try not to lose my sneakers again, because that's slow. Alright. This level is the only level in the any percent run that we will take 2 exits, because we have to open a branching path to go to the next 2 bosses. So we're gonna go through this level twice real quick. Kill that one, get him out of the way, bounce off of this one, go down here. Also, I need to move my microphone because it's in front of my screen, and that's not fun. And now we're going to take the roofs this time. So there's a really quick strat that I'm going to try to do. If I get it first try, then you'll know, because I'll be like, heck yeah, gamers. I didn't say heck yeah, gamers. We didn't get it. There we go. So we're up there. Still pretty quickly. Otherwise, you have to wait for the... There's a raccoon down there with a thing on her head that you can jump on to get up on the roofs, but you just look up there and do that. We wait for the clouds there so we get the right cycle and we don't get hit by another, not a cloud, it's a puff of smoke. Anyways, if you get hit by it, you lose your sneakers. And again, we don't want to lose our sneakers again. This level we are going to be making a offering to Lord Snoop Dogg for a key. So we're going to toss this down here. It's totally just a thing that we light. And then it's sparked up now, and we're just gonna go like this, and hopefully, if I did that right, Snoop Dogg gives us a key. Perfect. So what happens there is you light that match, and you toss that at a rope. The rope drops a weight, which activates a catapult and launches the key at you. This level used to take a really long time, but we found a really cool strat here. You used to just have to shoot B-balls in here until you had 7 in there, and that would get you through the level. But instead, we found that the trigger is at the very top of this chute here. So what you can do is you can throw this, and you can re-grab, and then you just kind of slide down until Puggsy gets on the trigger. Triggers the door to open there, and we get through, but then we have the next part of the only RNG in this game. Throw this eyeball down here, and you hope... Oh my god, the flower mouse was nice to us, and we were out of there. That level usually is not that easy, so that was really good. It's a shame that the rest of the run went bad for me. Because if I got that in any of my, like, close to PB attempts, it would be like a 30-second, 40-second world record. This level, we are just waiting here while these flower bags hit these switches. We have to hit all 4 switches to open the door. And then down below, what we're doing is we are hitting these other switches to change the conveyor belts. Also, I forgot to mention that if you have a remote in your hand, the remote will, if you use it, you can see wherever there's an eyeball that matches the color of the remote. So in this level, there's an orange remote, so you can see the perspective of the orange eyeball. This is our next boss. This can be really tricky, so I got it first try though. But yeah, these switches, you're just controlling the conveyor belts up top. The boss throws a flower bag every few seconds, and you drop the flower bags on its head by using those. If you were to play this game blind, you would probably not figure this out in any quick amount of time. It's really confusing, but... Alright, so now the branching path ends there, and now we have to go back the other way, so now we're going to go to some pyramids. We got a blue remote, so we can see from the perspective of the blue eyeball here. We have this mummy that runs around and follows us on the horizontal plane. So basically what we do is, it jumps every 4 seconds, and we're just going to navigate it through a maze by moving back and forth down below, while we control the eyeball so we can see where we're at. Pretty straightforward. Sometimes you get stuck there. That's like the trickiest part, because you can't really see where you're at down below, and you're usually up against a wall, and you're holding left. So once you sometimes bounce off of the wall, so that spot right there, it can make the mummy flip around the other direction. But no problems this morning. Oops, going the wrong way. We got to hit a bunch of switches here. So we drop these balls down there. Hopefully they get in there quickly and open this door. It doesn't look like they're going in the right direction, so we got to bounce that in there. There we go. Then we're going to throw this ball up here. It's going to hit another switch, which opens a trap door, and then 2 raccoons will drop down. One has a gun, one has a mug. We need the mug one to hit that switch right there to open the door, and perfect. It doesn't usually go that quickly. Usually it turns around, walks the other direction, does whatever it wants to. This level, we have to put these objects onto this totem pole thing here that match to open the door, so we got to go around and open them all up. There's just some weird creatures here that want to kill us for whatever reason. We have to take this one with us because we can't get up to this last piece without having something to jump off of there. So we'll have to come back for the cross there. Do that. Come back down. I assure you that I'm making this look really easy, but if you play this game, it's not easy, and it's not a very fun casual playthrough. This game actually was not fun for me until I started speedrunning it. The reason I got into speedrunning it was because I played it as a kid, and my mom helped me solve all the puzzles and stuff. So I had, fond memories of that, but yeah, coming back to the game and playing it was not as fun as I expected it to be. Also, that boss right there, pretty self-explanatory. We just step on switches to shoot plungers at it, blow it up. This is another level where we just skip a lot. The game wants you to do all kinds of convoluted things, solve a puzzle, etc. We're just going to mash this orb against the wall and bounce until we get over the wall, and we got over there really quickly. Everything is going right in this run, except for the things that didn't go right, and it's really disappointing, because this would have been a really good run without the whole sneakers problem going on. I'm getting all the hard tricks really, really quickly. This level you have to run from death. So you have to shoot the slingshot at these rocks, drop it down, that slows down death. And we're out. Easy enough. That enemy in the level though literally will run as fast as you. So if you don't slow it down, you just instantly lose your sneakers and then die. If you don't slow it down at all. You have to slow it down immediately, otherwise it's just, you're done. That level is another level where we're supposed to solve a puzzle, but I don't like solving puzzles, so I just use the objects to get where I need to go. This level is just a straightforward run to the right level, dodge the enemies. Really not much going on here. There's a secret exit in this level if we were playing the all exits or 100%, whatever you want to call it. We never really gave the category a real name because nobody will ever run the category other than me. So I think I put 100% on speedrun.com. I don't even know because I don't even use speedrun.com anymore. Because speedrunning is about speedrunning and not any kind of arbitrary leaderboard or numbers, right? This is all about having fun, playing a game you enjoy over and over again until it makes you crazy. So we got to grab this key and take it up top here. Normally on this level, what you would do is bring down 3 sticks of dynamite and blow up these lanterns along the way, which opens a path for the minecart to push the final piece of dynamite through this hole and to that barrier there. But instead of doing that, we're just going to shoot a shot here and blow it up that way, because that's way faster. So if you like shooting b-balls, this is the game for you, let me tell you. This is actually a better basketball game than any basketball game that's ever been created. This level is hard to know what's going on if I don't tell you. So inside of this pot, there's an eyeball. The eyeball is just disguising the pot, and you can move it by pressing left and right. And yeah, you're just hitting switches along the way to open the door. And yeah, so this game was definitely created by a bunch of demo scene Amiga people and was a product of all of that, so. This is another level where we just run. Also, if you just slide like that, you make Puggsy look really cool, and he's doing a pog champ as he goes down the hill. It's not any faster than just running, but it looks cooler, so that's why we do that there. Alright, this level. We gotta blow up this volcano that's covered in snow. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna grab this dynamite. We're gonna blow this off, and then I'm gonna go down here, and hopefully I wasn't too slow. Perfect. Hopefully we get the double kill here. Bam, bam, got it. And then there's little spots on the wall where these orbs will stick into. Gets us to the exit. This is everybody's favorite boss in the run, Twinkle Toes. It's actually called Halitosis the Dragon, but as you can see, Twinkle Toes is definitely a better name for it. If you time your hits here, you can get 2 hits per cycle. For the fastest boss kill, you need to just hit 3 double hits, because the 4th one doesn't really matter. You have to do 4 cycles no matter what. So we missed it, so we're not going to get the fast boss kill, but that's fine. There's really tight timing on getting these double hits. The downside to, or the upside to not getting the boss on the quick kill is that you get to see more of it, and it's a really good boss. Alright, in this level we have to shoot these ghosts that are carrying around objects that say M, R, and C, which is a big shout out to the creator of Wiz and Liz, M.R. Chudley. There's actually another shout out to Wiz and Liz in this game. It's their graves. It was on a level earlier. I don't know if anybody saw it or not, but there were some graves that said Wiz and Liz. And yeah, so rip Wiz and Liz, they're dead. But yeah, apparently the developers of the games were friends with one another. We got our sunglasses back here. We're going to use this box to skip all the puzzle in this level. So we're going to throw this right here. We're going to jump back on it. It's basically like a shell jump in Mario, except for way cooler. And we get across that pit. Normally what you have to do is go through the level and create a concoction in a witch's cauldron. That makes a puzzle. You drink makes a potion. You drink the potion. Makes Puggsy really light, and he can fly over that hole, but that's slow, so we don't do all that nonsense. Here is another level where there's wind, so Puggsy needs to be heavier, because again, he weighs 12 ounces. So we take this stone head, and we can get past the wind here to get the dynamite to blow up the path that's blocking us. I always joke that Puggsy looks like he won all the door prizes. Oh god, we lost sneakers again. Oh god, we lost our sunglasses too. Anyways, I make the joke that Puggsy looks like he won all the door prizes on an episode of Family Double Dare or something. He's got the Reebok pumps and the Ray-Bans. This is all fine, right? So we have to, do a little trickery here. Because you have to take one of these green objects with you to get the floor to open here, so I had to do that. Had to do some real total object interaction right there. The good news is, though, at this point in the run, we have really easy backup sneakers. So we go back to the level where we slide down the hill. And we get to slide down the hill again, so everybody gets to see that again. But when you don't have sneakers, it's kind of slow, so you gotta kill the snowman. And then we take the secret exit here, which is just to the left instead of the right, which opens up a branching path to this level. And right there, they got sneakers for you. This level with sneakers is really easy. If you got here without sneakers, it would be tough, but yeah. There we go. We're just out of there. That was a big secret. Real secret level. Alright, this level. This level is a level where we have not been able to find any kind of strat that is consistent to skip any kind of cycles here. There is a strat that my friend did find out, and he's been able to pull it off a grand total of 1 time. He was able to pull it off 1 time, record it, so we know that it exists, but it has not been doable in RTA. The task for this game, too, if you have a chance to check it out, my buddy Sonic Star made a task of this game, and basically what you can do if you are a superhuman computer is you can drop and regrab an object over and over again so quickly that you can basically fly. But basically, Puggsy can throw an object, regrab it immediately, and just continue to do that. If you're able to do, you know, those whole input per frame type of thing, and Puggsy can just fly through the level. So what we're doing here is we have to drop this object into alternating tubes to change the object. So every time you alternate it, it changes, and we need a 6-sided object to get through the door. So the task just literally doesn't use the platform at all. It just flies up and down, back and forth, which is a sight to see. Unfortunately, it's not doable. There's our big nut to get us out of the level. Alright, this is a tricky level because we need to do some things here. So let me get it set up really quick and then I'll explain what's going on. So we need to get a key to the top of the level. If you take a key though, it'll open that switch right there, which drops a trap door and you get stuck in it. So what we have to do here is we have to grab that balloon, we have to set the key on top of the balloon, inflate the balloon, and we gotta kill these enemies, and then we go run up here to the top while that key is floating up, and hopefully we get up here right in time to grab the key mid-air. Yep, there it is, and unlock the door. So that's a really cool level. There is a slightly more optimal strat for that, but it's not safe at all, so I don't do it. This is a level where we need, again, something heavy to get us past the fan. So what we are going to do is we're going to grab this match. We're going to throw it at a cannon. Cannon's going to fire a cannonball. We're going to catch the cannonball in midair. Hopefully, we missed it, so we just restart the level. Luckily, the cannonball doesn't hurt Puggsy, because if it did, we would be in trouble. This is a pretty tricky strat, though. Nope, I missed. I tried to buffer the input, which you can buffer every input in this game, which is really nice. But I hit the wrong buttons in the incorrect sequence there. There we go. And then we're just going to wait for this raccoon. I've killed so many world record pace runs right there by trying to get past that raccoon quickly and then just running into it and losing my sneakers. This is going to be the last real level of the game. Do a big bounce there to get over here. We have this spiky ball here that we have to push with another object. You cannot... This is the only object in the game that, as far as I know of, that Puggsy cannot directly interact with. He has to use another object. And we just kind of shove it there, and that was really good. That never goes that well. It just figures that everything else is going terrible, but all the hard things are... You're getting to see them pulled off first try. This is just a quick little maze that's going to get us to our last boss. And it's right here. This is going to be our exit. Alright, and this is our last boss. There's our wooden spaceship hanging in the background there. This jerk-ass raccoon stole it when we crashed on this planet, when we were just out joyriding, and a random space pirate shot Puggsy down. That's how this whole game started, by the way. We just stand in the middle of the screen here, and the lasers bounce back up at the eyes, and they also don't hit Puggsy, which is actually a in the credits. The developers tell you how to beat this boss like this. So we just do this until it takes 7 points of damage, and we win. So time is going to be coming up on this last hit in just a second here. So after this last hit that's going to happen right now, that'll be time. And that is time. And that's Puggsy. And I think we would be doing a disservice if we didn't watch the ending here. Yo, is that the Rift who just raided the channel? What an honor. To be graced by Rift's presence. Yeah, buddy. So yeah, that's Puggsy. And the credits are very demo scene-y, so that's why I say you should definitely watch them. You get to see all the objects that were in the game in the credits. Did I go? I went over estimate too, so we can't watch all the credits. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, Puggsy Part 2 never happens. There's also a math problem in the credits here, and also Puggsy has been Jamie tested, by the way. And there's a shout out to MR Chudley again. So if you solve the math problem, it gives you a password. You put in the password, it opens up 6 secret levels, I believe, and they're terrible. There's a math problem right there. Also, this game has an absolute banger of a soundtrack. If you ever have time to just sit back and relax and listen to it, you'll love it. Every bit of it, I promise. Matt Furness did an absolute stellar job with this soundtrack. One of my favorites. And then, yeah, here's the hints and tips. After you've beat the game, it gives you hints and tips about beating the game. There's the one about the king. The king can be defeated much more simply if you stand just to the right of him when he fires his lasers. So just stand right to the right, and bam, easy. Bubsy 3D is not Puggsy Part 2. Do not say that. That is absolute lies and slander. Do not insult my boy Puggsy like that. Deserves better. Also, if you're into like really neat, like weird things, there was a ROM dump of the SNES prototype of this game that came out quite like last year sometime, and it's very, very different from this game. It's actually very difficult. The physics engine doesn't quite work right on the SNES, but if you're like into playing really weird, obscure things, the game is complete. Everything is there. Every level is there. Who knows why the game wasn't released, but it's all there. You don't get credits at the end, but you can play through every level. So yeah, cool thing. But yeah, that's Puggsy. I hope you all enjoyed that. I didn't pay attention to the schedule, so I don't know who's next, but whoever's next, I hope they have a good run. And y'all, thanks for watching and supporting a wonderful cause, and I hope everybody has a good day. And I'm out of here. Peace the heck out. Bye.